All right, let's wrap this City segment up with a check-in on them. Obviously, I think weirdly kind of up and down, but now it's consistent. Mila, what are your thoughts so far through 11 matches in the Champions League?
I'm very, very up right now. We should be on a 14 game unbeaten streak. I'm just gonna put it plain and simple. No six in that game, no Nico G, no Rodri, and we dropped points to Villa. It's pretty telling about everything we've been talking about. So as long as we have one of those guys in that role and the team structure remains mostly the same game in, game out, then I don't think we have any problem playing any team in the world right now. Um, and they just got to keep that up. I think international break coming up. Rodri and Nico G both staying at the city football ground is good. Good for Nico G. Good for Rodri. Um, Good for Pep too. He's gonna have both of them at his disposal, fit, and I think it's gonna be very scary for the rest of the league when the two of them are playing together and not one or the other. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I think the only concern I'd have is we've talked about it every pod. It's just being too reliant on Haaland. This last 2 or 3 matches have been a step in the right direction of it not being like that, where there's been other people contributing. Foden obviously being one of them, Doku being one of them, but it's finding them to do that consistently. I think Foden now is being a consistent member of that thought, but Doku, Cherky, Savino, it's
Yeah,
finding one of those guys to be the third cogs
Savio's not
for
gonna get a
offense.
goal.
I don't think so either. He's
Um, no, it's not happening.
Marmouche.
Cherky just looked a little off the pace yesterday.
he's not going to be at his best all the time.
No, but yeah, I mean, yeah, Marmouche can get a goal. They can all get goals. I think it's going to be heavily Holland this season. Maybe we'll see 5, 6 from a lot of players, but nothing crazy in terms of the old city, like of Sterling and Sane getting like 15 goal involvements or goals in a season. But as long as they contribute as a team, everyone does their job. I'm not really worried about it. Um, yeah,
I think
Yeah.
my only worry, if you will, is I'm more looking at the back line. I think the midfield you're starting to see that solution there. Nico G's look fantastic, and then the dual eights going right now with Foden, Bernardo. I've liked the look of that. So again, not too much to worry about. Attack, you have Holland, and then Doku getting into this form. I think Marmouche will hit a good run of form. I think he's definitely capable of double digit goals. But for me, I'm looking a lot at right back. I know Nunez has been a lot better and he's starting to look consistent, but I'm still keeping my eye on it just because as soon as he hits a potential dip in form, where do you pivot? How do you pivot? Is it Rico going into midfield? Is it Kusanov in the back three? Like that's something I'm looking at. And then the defense is just fitness. I think Vardiol has been fantastic at center back. Him and Ruben Diaz is a great pairing. If it's not them two, that's when I'm going to have to look at it. Stones is I don't know if he's there physically, right? He tends to get hurt and on the last year of his deal. So yeah, if it's not Diaz Vardiol, I'll have my eyes on it. But they look more serious than they did a month ago. And I think to me, in terms of who's serious, it looks like it's going to be a 2-horse race. I think Chelsea's capable, but I don't see it happening. Yeah, so definitely on the up.
I was actually going to say the opposite. I've been actually really surprised by the level of competency defensively from City. They've only conceded 8 goals.
Yeah, they have.
And most of those goals were conceded when Gavardio wasn't in the team.
before Donnarumma was in the team.
And before Donnarumma was in the team. I think they've looked exceptional. I think they're the second best
Right.
defense in the league.
So it needs to stay
And
that
Sunderland.
Yeah.
Huge.
Spooky times. I think for the Nunes point, we are afforded him to be not as defensive with the way Nico O'Reilly's been playing. He can be the kind of complete wingback that we need right now. And Nunes is more of that attacking option. But also to the point of the tactics lately and our scouting, we've made sure that if they have, I mean, they barely attacked on the left, and when they did, Nunes did his job. That's all he needs to do. But Konate was forced to play it up and out rather than through the field or to down the left side. So
Sure.
it never really went down that way. Um, I think we've learned to set up in ways to minimize those issues.
Mm.
And they just need to keep doing that all season, and play it based on the game. Because I think we will see Kusanov at some point playing at that right back in tougher games where it's more him just locking down the right side. But we need those crosses from Nunes. So in terms of just who's being played in the defense, he has to be out there at the moment, I think. But defensively, I understand your gripes.